Good evening, America, and everybody out there in the digital world. It's interesting that I wanted to go ahead and do a posting, a live video posting tonight. A few things have been on my mind I wanted to share with you. The reason is for the last couple of days, I've been having conversations, if you will, with friends and coworkers of mine. And the level of meanness, on my part too, I guess, was starting to escalate. I was wondering why. Why is there such a divide of hatred between the Democratic and the Republican parties? Why is the media so vile against the other parties? I wasn't understanding this. For a while there, I was thinking, well, maybe it's because they're stupid and they didn't have enough information. Then I got to thinking maybe it was me that was stupid and didn't have enough information. So I wanted to dig into it and just find out what information was missing from all this rhetoric that's being spewed out on Facebook, Twitter, mainstream media, the news, the newspapers, magazines. The sheer division of hatred is what it's become. They're dividing our country down the middle. Why? I just wanted to know why that is. Then something dawned on me. And I do have to give Dinesh D'Souza a lot of credit for this. Of course, I've been dwelling in his book, The Death of a Nation, and I did go see the movie. So that had a big factor. Also, I saw some of his other productions like Hillary's America and 2016 along those lines. And about how the Democratic Party is the true party of racism. And I thought, well, that's the reason why. They're the true party of racism. They're at fault. It's their reasoning. They were the ones running around with the KKK and keeping black people oppressed and wanting to have the cheap votes and putting minorities and the poor into slums. Then I got to thinking, that's not correct either. Then I was thinking to myself, the Republican Party is a party trying to build America, trying to get it right, trying to help people do the things they need to do. And I still believe that. So, if we are trying to make America great again, why is the Democratic Party so vile against helping everybody out if that's what they were truly about? But then it dawned on me. Hillary has for almost 18, 19 months been running around constantly calling the election a fraud. The Democrats are calling the election a fraud. Their whole viewpoint was unraveling. Trump was the light that shone on the Democratic Party of what their true intentions were. So, and I felt pretty good about that. I said, see, there you go. That's what they're doing. But that's not what they're doing either. What is really happening within the Democratic Party, in my opinion, is Hillary and Bill Clinton and their regime, if you will, is pretty well closing out. The money they have stolen and taken from everybody, and the mistreatment of millions and millions of people across the country and worldwide is coming to an end. And that frustrates them to no end. It just tears Hillary up. She was almost getting the brass ring and destroying the world pretty much to enrich herself. Well, Trump stopped that. He even said in an interview a long time ago that when America needs him, he will become president. America needed him, he became president. So he's doing his best that he can, but he's against a lot of opposition. Why is this? His opposition is not because he's president, even though he did stop their money wagon, if you will. But he didn't stop the machine. Then it came to me and it dawned on me. That's what the whole fight is about. They have to keep the distraction going against Trump because when the Clintons are officially out of power, their legacy is the money and the power that they have built. Just because the leader, Bill and Hillary, are gone, that machine is still in place. Somebody wants to take over the machine. That is the reason for the discourse. The internal fighting is fighting themselves to find out who's going to run the machine. I don't know the answer to this. But whoever ends up running the machine, be ready. Because Bill and Hillary Clinton will not like it. And that's how they've survived such a long time with all the scandals over the years. And there are a lot of them. So they have to keep the Democratic Party going. By doing that, they have to trash our president, Trump. They have to tear down everything that he does. And it's just not Donald Trump. They will have to do that to Mike Pence too. Because when Trump's legacy is done, Mike Pence has to pick up the ball and run with it. That's when the whole thing is going to come about. Will Mike Pence have the strength and the backbone and the resolve that Donald Trump has to carry on? I think he does, but I do not know the answer to that yet. But be forewarned. You notice that not much of Chelsea has been talked about lately? I've got a feeling Bill and Hillary are trying to groom her to take the reins of the Clinton machine. But I also got a feeling the Democratic Party will not want Chelsea to run the machine. But that's an opinion. I do not know what's happening. So all this battling that the media is doing to cause myself and my friends to fight amongst each other is so we do not see that they're just trying to find out who is going to run the machine when Hillary is no longer around, nor Bill. I'm going to bring this up a lot more later on, but it's something I had to talk about. It's the stuff that's been bothering me. Why is there so much animosity and hatred being displayed? It's all a distraction. Trump knows it's a distraction. That's why he does what he does. That's why he's good at what he does. He sees right through them. So whoever comes out on top in the Democratic election is going to be the person that is going to be running the Clinton machine. And that's a powerful machine. You can't have something that powerful just sitting there without a leader. Somebody will always step up. Somebody will try to take control. That's what I have for right now. You folks have a good night now. Take care. Bye-bye.